Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
This hour of Buzz Sports Radio is powered by Ritchie Law Firm, Injury Lawyers. Ritchie Law is on top of it. Go to ritchielaw.com.
That's ritchielaw.com.
Your one-coat hide color collection.
Your home for Duke football. WCMC HD2, HD3 Holly Springs, WDNC AM Durham, and WCL.
Good Thursday morning, meteorologist Anthony Baglione here with a chilly start. Temperatures mainly in the 30s as you're headed out for any early morning activities. We're going to climb on up to 47 this afternoon, feeling more like about 45 though with sunshine, but just going to be on the cold side.
The Sports Shop is presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Service. Alsco's first aid service is great for office buildings, restaurants, automotive facilities, or anywhere emergencies can happen. Call Alsco today at 919-828-7491 or visit alsco.com. Again, there's alsco.com to learn more about what they can provide for your business.
Top of the morning to you. First time I ever said that in a new year. Last time I said that, it was another year. Last year.
Yes.
And we're so fired up and ready to go on this unbelievable 2025. It's going to be live in 25 with the Sports Shop. Trust me.
Okay.
That's how we get down.
That's our tag for the year.
It's going to be live in 25.
Live in 25. Okay. I got you.
We're going to do what it do.
Now that I can hear you.
So, we got some new headphones.
Yes.
Nice. Let's get it.
I found the love provides the key.
You sound better.
Unlocks the heart and souls of you and me.
Yes, sir.
Love will learn to sing your song, yeah. Love is written in the stone. Every man I meet, walk in time. Free to wonder past his conscious mind. Love will come and take you home, yeah. Written in the stone.
Top of the morning to you. The Sports Shop is back in business. I'm D.L. Reese with an S. Boom, right there. We got the lovely and talented Pam Thompson Smith over there. What's up, Pamela?
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good.
Happy
New Year.
Oh, man, it's cool.
We live in 25.
Live in 25. A-Town behind the glass over there getting in. A-Town. Happy New Year to you, too. What's going on, brother?
Happy New Year.
Happy
It's a little
New
chilly,
Year,
but I guess that's what the New Year's going to bring.
Yeah.
I missed the whole thing about being cold like today or whatever. Yeah, because yesterday was kind of cool.
It's been, and then it was warmer. It's just weird. You know, that's how our weather is. Up and down, up and down.
Exactly. But hey, it's on and popping. It's live in 25 up in the Sports Shop. Man, Kmac's out today. He'll be back tomorrow. But you know, it's gonna be we always make these New Year's resolutions. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody up in the gym right now trying to get in. You know damn well by next Friday you're gonna be done.
Exactly. Next Friday, maybe this Friday.
You gotta do at least 21 days.
Yeah.
Then it becomes a habit.
And that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. We're
going to get real motivated and be intentional
that's
for 21 days, but we're waiting since we're not here a full week, so we're going to start on Monday.
Yeah. So,
it's 21 days. You ready?
I think I am. I got to go to the grocery store and make sure I have my stuff because you got to be prepared for this.
Right, because if you're not prepared, you'll cheat.
Yeah. Now, some of us, I just need to lose like 10, maybe 5.
So that sounds like a lot of shade or something right there. I'm not sure. Some of us.
No shade at all. I was just making a point that I'm looking forward to this I guess it's diet challenge. It's not a challenge. We're just gonna do it.
Right. It's not a diet. It's just
we're eating healthy.
Yeah, we're gonna eat healthy for 21 days, and
then we'll go back to our own.
No, well, if you do it for 21 days, you're supposed to be able to now make that a habit.
So I'm
kick
back,
the old habit that you're trying to leave from.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it, though. I really am. I haven't done that before. I mean, I dieted before, but I never with a group of people. So this is gonna be kind of fun.
Right. Yeah. So we got to talk about it with Kmac tomorrow when he comes back. What the rules are, what we're gonna actually do. Yeah. Because we do it. Kmac and I normally do this particular one like in February, but we might have to change it a little bit for you. Make sure you get it, so make sure you can handle it.
Make sure I can handle it? Oh, okay. That's what we're doing? Okay, that's
so
cool.
We'll see. We'll talk about it. But it's exciting.
Trust me. It's exciting. There's so much that happened since the last time we sit in this chair. Oh, man. It's just. Well, first of all, let's go off some stupid stuff. I woke up. I had a great New Year's Eve. Brought in New Year's Eve. Cool. Yeah. With some friends. Had a great time. But then I wake up to some stupid stuff.
Right.
And obviously, I think the count is 15 right now. I think 15 people were killed in New Orleans on Bourbon Street, a place where we all been before, in the quarters, and intentionally. I'm not going to call his name, but this guy actually has some ties to North Carolina, by the way. He was in the damn army.
Wow.
Working they showed a video of him. It got like he was like a CEO of a company. They had a suit on. He was talking about some type of business. And I said, how can you go from that to getting in the damn Ford F-150 electric and running over people, intentionally killing people, and you got another 20-some people in the hospital.
Right. I was going to say, so many other people, dozens, that are still, injured, and you don't know the extent of their injuries. That's very, very sad. But how can you do that? I think, one, because people only show you what they want you to see. So, one, you never really know what you're looking at. We saw a CEO, a man in a suit, but, mentally you don't know what's going on there. So that's how you can get from that to that. And because you just don't know who people really are and what their mindset is.
Wow, that's interesting. And I agree 1,000%. And it's so sad, man. It's so sad. And consequently, obviously, at the same time, the Sugar Bowl was supposed to happen last night. They actually postponed that because they just want to get more information about what's going on.
Right.
There may be he may have some accomplished other people involved with him.
Right.
So it's a real tough situation.
Yeah, and it's very scary. I do a lot of outdoor events. So
that's right.
One of the things that changed from years ago with what happened in Charlottesville, then the city started putting what they were talking about, those big, large meridian type things that block the streets so that cars cannot get through to do that. So how he was able.
Well, they had those temporary orange and white.
Which they should have these big, so it's going to end up being somehow, I think, on, the city. You got to protect it. And what happens is when you hit it, you can still hit it, right? You can try to go through it, but when you hit it, you're going to flip 20 feet.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, so when you're doing a parade, a march, or whatever, and they put wherever they put those, you have to end your event like 20 feet. Before that, because if you hit it, you can flip that amount.
Give us some inside to the inside.
Well, because when that happened, then everybody, is at risk. And then here in Raleigh, what happened in the Christmas parade. So we just have so many things in place to hope that wouldn't happen. But I think also he came up on the sidewalk, so that'll be something else.
The Christmas parade is a little different, but it's still, when you got a gathering of people, it's still subject to some crazy stuff going on.
Right, but as far as how they protect you and what they put on the streets to stop you.
I tell you, we live in a society
do any of that.
where, hell, you can go into the mall, you got to think about stuff. It's just so crazy when you, I worked at IBM, they had, I always notice people say, why you got those barricades, those iron posts or poles out right in front of the IBM building? Because for 1 year, 2 or 3 times, people driving through the damn building.
Wow.
So that's why they put them out. I've been properties had those, Because I always wondered about that. Then when I went to management school, they told us that's why they put me out there. So and hell, that was several years ago. Now I can imagine where. And the guy said that he apparently ISIS was one of his things that he leaned into. He he had an ISIS flag and who knows? But it's really,
very scary because there were other things that happened throughout, leading up to this that makes it look like some type of terrorist attack.
Yeah, well,
so it's scary.
Yeah, it's definitely is now is recognized as a terrorist attack. So we'll see where it's going on. So I hate to start. Starting the year off that way is really unfortunate.
Yeah, but we have to be aware.
Got to be aware.
And some people say, stay woke because it is dangerous.
Yeah. So consequently, they moved the Sugar Bowl, which is being played in New Orleans. They moved that to today at 4 p.m. So that's gonna be an interesting game. I'm trying to see where you want to start. It's so much.
It is a lot. I mean, do you want to? We'll ask our producer. He didn't put anything on there. Do we recap? Are we just talking about the CFP, or do we recap some of the other bowls? Like surprise losses and things like that. I mean, do we talk about Alabama, Michigan? Like, I don't know. Where do you want to start? Do we just start with yesterday's big games? I'll let you lead. I just thought I would mention those things.
Talk to the damn hand.
Some things did change. Some things did change as we moved into 2025.
It's going to be 5 and 25.
We live.
We're going to be live at 5 and 25. That's what it's going to be.
But a lot has happened.
A lot has happened. And I let's start. I'm trying to okay, let's start here.
Where we going to start?
Let's go and get it. I'll start with Alabama here. No.
Yeah, go ahead. Just get it over with.
It's a bowl game, so I'm not even dealing with that. Let's start with what happened with the CFP. Because, I'm going to get to Alabama because there are two things going on in my life right now I'm not really happy about, so I get to that.
Okay, wow.
Maybe 3.
Look at A's face. He's like, what?
It's a little dramatic.
Yeah.
Hey, unfortunately, it's true, though. So, let's start. Wow. So the CFP quarterfinals started on Friday. Mm-hmm. No, Friday. I'm all messed up.
With that, over the holidays.
Yeah,
sir.
Because I'm thinking it's on like Wednesday was Sunday. So you got to be.
This feels like Monday for us.
Yeah. So you really got to focus. But was it? When was it? It was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Whatever. The quarterfinal game between Boise State and
Penn State.
There's nothing to see there. It really wasn't. And I said this the other day. I said Oregon got to be hot. They're the number 1 seed. We said this
undefeated.
Number 1 seed now, and they got to pay the winner. They had to pay the winner between Tennessee and Ohio State.
Right?
Are you kidding me? And then Penn State Boise playing the winner of Penn State and whoever. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
That the seeding was all screwed up because if Georgia loses tonight, you're going to have some 5 and 8 seeds or whatever.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Get to that semifinal.
Yeah.
And that means your seeding was wrong.
Yeah.
That means you screwed up. So, but getting into that, so the Penn State thing was a joke. I was intrigued. So then, help me out. So who else played?
The really good game, the Peach Bowl, was really good.
The Peach Bowl was unbelievable.
Arizona State and Texas.
Let's talk about that.
I think Arizona State may have made you back up a little bit, right?
Made me?
Yeah.
No, I was cool with Arizona State. I didn't know.
Because I thought you didn't think they should be there just based on conference, just winning their conference.
12,
but they came
12,
in and showed that they can compete.
Man, they showed up and showed out. But for the life of me, I say this, and I had Chris Canty on, and he pissed me off because he says because they asked him about, that was a part of the game where the game was tied up 24-all, and Arizona State came back and played like grown men, and that was a target, that was alleged. Well, that was a pass to the wide receiver for Arizona, and the ball was tipped, but literally 16, I don't know his name, for Texas, helmet directly planted on the wide receiver's helmet for Arizona State. To the point here, I thought he was knocked out. Yeah. I mean, I thought the guy was knocked out. So then, consequently, they go back and look at the doggone replay, and they come back and say it wasn't targeting.
Right.
How in the hell could it not be targeting? They said because the ball was tipped and threw the timer off. I don't give a damn if the timer thrown off or not. When your helmet hits somebody else's helmet, it's so inconsistent. Because I seen the Georgia game in the SEC championship game. There was a couple of things that happened, and they didn't call targeting. I don't know what targeting is. That one play, in my opinion, changed the whole dynamics of the Peach Bowl, and again, Arizona State had a chance to win. And here's another thing: what's the great player for Arizona State name? Okay, Sabala. Hold on, what's his name? I'll get it in a minute. But
I was gonna say I can't remember his name. But while you're finding that, even the coach of Arizona State said it, your exact words. He said he didn't know what targeting was. So there seems to be some confusion there, Reese.
Scatebo or Scatebo. So I think Scatebo. So that's his name. Cam. Yeah, Cam. It's his name. Let me tell you how people think.
Okay.
And I could be totally wrong, but I'm probably 100% right. Now, Cam Scatebo showed up and showed out.
Mm-hmm.
Their team lost.
Mm-hmm.
But this dude ran for a touchdown, threw for a touchdown, caught a long pass. It's just phenomenal. And one time, and Texas had him in check for a while, but then they gave him an MVP. You know why they gave him an MVP?
Why?
In my opinion, they gave him MVP because he showed up and showed out. But they really gave him an MVP because they know there was some BS when they're talking the call. Mm-hmm. It's makeup.
Yeah.
Tell me where I'm wrong.
It could be. I think it's interesting that, you know.
that was makeup, Pam.
Okay.
100%.
Calm down.
I was so pissed off over that. and Chris Cantor, well, I'm glad they didn't decide the game. Yes, they did decide the game.
Well, he was saying that the refs held back and that they would have changed the whole trajectory of the game.
It did.
Let them play.
It did.
it already did by not calling.
Right. So is it a targeting play in the first quarter? Yes. Was damage a targeting play in overtime or get ready to go to overtime? My point is, then, hell, Texas guy missed two field goals. So they had opportunity. My point is, you can't. No. Referees are part of the game.
Right.
And then if it's a penalty, you call it. Something that's blatant like that, I can get where somebody hold or somebody pushed off and you just decide not to call it. But this is helmet to helmet. The damn guy was laying on the damn ground for a minute or two. They had to go to commercial.
Right. But now, is there confusion around targeting?
What do you mean?
Arizona State coach said he didn't know what it was.
No, he's been sarcastic.
Different things like that. Does the players know what it is? Does the refs know what it is?
Well, the refs supposed to know what it is. They just didn't call it. But to your point, hell, maybe I don't know what it is.
You said that. Well, I looked it up just in case to help us know what it is.
What is it?
Targeting means that a player takes aim at an opponent for purposes of attacking with forcible contact that goes beyond making a legal tackle or legal block or playing for the ball.
Okay, that means nothing to me what you just said.
So, and it's all because of safety measures, right? So that's the goal.
But we won't get into much. Yeah, hold that thought. We're going to get into a lot of this because that's a good point. Maybe nobody knows what's targeted. I thought it was when your helmet hit somebody else's helmet, and we got concussions, and the damn guy you hit laying on the damn ground.
Right.
I think that's targeting. But that's just me. Darren Rizzi with an S. What?
S is for he's smart.
That's right. Anytime, what we got on this unbelievable first day back, baby. In 2025, we live in 25. What we got going on?
2025.
The Sports Shop Radio Show with Reese and Kmac will recognize and highlight African-American individuals who have achieved in their respective fields and or paved the way for others during our Salute to Champions program during the month of February. The individual areas recognized are in the areas of education, business, politics, community, sports, and entertainment. Individuals recognized should have some association with the state of North Carolina. If you'd like to nominate someone, please submit their name and contribution by emailing us at info@thesportshopradio.com by January 31st.
Man. So let me figure this out. We got some in the topics. We're going to talk some more CLP. We're going to talk about Saquon Barkley. Mm-hmm. Basically, not. We're going to sit this out. I got to get your opinion about that one. But on a real tip on the other side, Reese had two unbelievable things happen that set the whole atmosphere about how bad my life is right now.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm going to go get a
Do
third.
not speak that.
Well, no,
Change your language.
I can't help it. It's right there.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about it.
And we will.
We'll help you. We're your people.
Much more on the side. Let's go.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities. Tonight's forecast calls for Hurricanes hockey.
Natchez heads up. Back to Orlov. He scores! A 1-2 punch from Dmitry Orlov. It's 3-2 on Orlov, second of the game.
Storm Watch with Adam Gold at 6:30. Puck drop at 7.
Now back to Slavin. He shot right on. Rebounds out in front. Chance out front. They score! Here come the Hats!
On your exclusive home for the Carolina Hurricanes, 99.9 The Fan.
It's Jasmine from The Sports Shop. The Sports Shop is presented in part by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Everyone loves the Alsco Injury Report featuring the Alsco First Aid Kit. So stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491 to get your free personal first aid kit. That's right, you can get your own personal first aid kit for free. Call Alsco today at 919-828-7491. Stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491.
All gas, no brakes.
Let's go!
Stay locked on Buzz Sports Radio all season long for exciting Carolina Panthers action. Every regular season Panthers game will be found here. Presented by Carolina Ale House and Forever Clean.
HIV is not a crime, or it shouldn't be.
It's time for the laws to catch up to science.
Join the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation to modernize outdated HIV criminalization laws. Go to etaf.org. Campaign funded through the support of Gilead Sciences, Incorporated.
The Law Offices of Gregory Reno Williams, PLLC, is here to serve your legal needs in the areas of personal injury, estate planning, civil litigation, and traffic matters. Whether you were injured through no fault of your own in an auto accident, or if you need to complete or update your will, your power of attorney, living will, or trust, or if you're injured through breach of contract, contact GRW Law, where we protect the injured and counsel the uninsured. You can reach us at 919-282-4696, or you can visit us on the web at grw-law.com.
This holiday season, Capital One reminds you to give yourself the gift of 1.5% cash back with the Capital One Quicksilver Card.
Can I earn 1.5% cash back on birds?
Birds?
What if you sent your true love 2 turtle doves plus a partridge in a pear tree?
Sure, but why would anyone want that?
The song was very convincing.
Earn 1.5% cash back on all your holiday purchases with the Capital One Quicksilver Card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here.
I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy. You know what? We should make an emergency communication plan. That way we're ready this year. At my dorm, we have emergency kits for earthquakes and wildfires, but I'm sure there's something more local I can send you with a link.
Okay, smart.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Aunque no estás hoy a mi lado, yo sé que tú vas a llegar. Los girasoles nunca dejan de girar.
My name is Luis Fonse. A lot of people don't know enough about Alzheimer's and dementias. We've seen it in movies, we all know somebody, but there's a lot of information that people still don't know. I'm personally still learning so much about it. I would say to those people who have loved ones who are going through it, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to get help. Don't be afraid to put it out in the open, because because it will be better for them and for their loved ones.
Con la certeza que respiro, te amaré.
Resources are available at alz.org and by calling the Alzheimer's Association's 24/7 free hotline at 800-272-3900.
If you suffer from COPD symptoms like shortness of breath and fatigue, where do you turn? There are medications and oxygen, but do you know about pulmonary rehab? 3 out of 5 COPD patients have never heard of it. Pulmonary rehab is an exercise, education, and support program that gives you tools to manage your condition, and Medicare typically pays for it. So whether it's grocery shopping on your own or just walking across the room, pulmonary rehab can help you. Visit livebetter.org to find out about your options for pulmonary rehab today.
Now back to the Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac on Buzz Sports Radio.
You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby.
What is 2025? When was this made? 2025?
I
mean, I don't know what songs are on 2025.
Oh, speaking of that, yeah. Okay.
I can't sleep. Maybe that's the problem.
Welcome back to the Sports Shop, our first show of 2025. It's going to be live in 2025. I'm Darren Rizzi with an S, the lovely and talented Panther Smith right there.
Good morning.
We got 8-time behind the glass, rocking with us, man, back here. Fresh off of New Year's.
Yes, and our co-hosts are fresh, too. They're out there chiming in.
I was going to, so they up with us, huh?
They up, yeah.
Oh,
yes.
man, that's what's going on, man. 919-890-6200. We got co-hosts. You could be one out on the Sports Shop, Reese and Kmac. Out on YouTube, join us right there. We're on WRLSportsFan.com, streaming right there. 99.9 HD2, 620 AM The Buzz, or 104.5 FM. We're right there all over the place, so don't forget to check us out, man. We really appreciate it. And I tell you, I had a chance to catch the Luther Vandross documentary last night on CNN, 2 hours. It was phenomenal. You guys get a chance to catch it out?
I missed it, but I heard it was on, and it was good.
I didn't even hear it was on.
It was, and they got another one coming on Kobe Bryant that's going to be awesome, too.
CNN is on point.
CNN,
I stayed up just to watch New Edition on New Year's Eve on CNN. Why are you laughing? They have my group on. Like, they're doing a lot of good stuff for, the audience.
Hold up.
Some co-host texting?
Well, no, somebody asked me whether or not we was on. Anyway.
We're back.
He asked me 2 questions. I said yes to both of them, but which was kind of confusing. So anyway, we're back. So let me give my heart, my heartburn right now.
Yeah, talk to me.
The University of Alabama, Tuscaloosa.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm not sure it's going to get better next year. Here's Peter Burns talking about Kalen DeBoer. We'll have more pressure on him than Ryan Day. And before you play that soundbite, we lost to Michigan again.
Yeah, again.
My sister, she's happy she went to Michigan, but we shouldn't have. The first 5 plays, we gave the ball to them. It was raining. We were playing like high school football, and that's not the standard.
Yeah.
And it's so sad. But here's Peter Burns on Kalen DeBoer. We have pressure on him more than Ryan Day, which I think is interesting. Let's take a listen.
He's going to be under at least as much pressure as any coach in all of college football coming up next year. I thought that pressure was on Ryan Day, and Ryan Day, by beating Tennessee, kind of got that off his back after losing to Michigan the way that he did. But Michigan ultimately puts Alabama square in the crosshairs of what Kalen DeBoer can and cannot be, because we already knew that is a fan base that'll spend 3 hours on hold to talk to Paul Finebaum if they don't like a third down call in Game 2 against Mercer. Right? This is a team that has championship aspirations, and it's not a hot seat situation, but Alabama is no longer going to get the benefit of the doubt of the brand.
I agree. And real quickly, let's hear from Greg McElroy on what happened to Alabama.
way too many mistakes, way too many inconsistencies.
Yes.
And it's really headlined by the quarterback play. I mean, Jalen Milroe, this team became
It's
extremely
terrible.
quarterback dependent. As the season went along, if he played well, they were unstoppable. LSU, Georgia, many other performances where he played really well. If he didn't play well, this team became as human as we've seen wearing crimson and white in nearly 2 decades. They just had inconsistencies on both sides of the ball. The offensive line got destroyed at times yesterday in the performance against Michigan, which is not too disconcerting because that's Michigan's strength, even though they're without some of their best players. But yeah, Jalen Milroe's inconsistency, along with everyone else's inconsistency, just way too much to overcome against quality competition at times this year.
Yeah, 3 factors right there. One is that the offensive line got dominated, and they're supposed to be the best offensive line in college football. That's a joke.
Mhm.
And by the way, Michigan, half their players didn't even play. They was in the portal. That's the other part. Then Jalen Milroe, every time last 3 or 4 games, every time he stepped on the field, he just giving money back. You know, one time, there's one part during the season, he was the best player in college football.
Oh, absolutely.
He's going to be up for the Heisman. He's just giving money back. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with him because he has another year he can play. Whether or not he's going to stay at Alabama, go another place, or try to go.
Do you want to keep him? What do you want him to do?
Hell, I got to see what else we got. This is so sharp. So anyway, as an Alabama fan. Even Kalen DeBoer on the sideline, I just don't like his demeanor. Maybe I'm so used to Nick grabbing people, slapping people. You know, Nick don't be playing. and Caitlin's over there like, just okay, it's gonna be okay. No. That's not how we get down. So anyway, that's part of my heartburn. My other heartburn is that
Can we stay on that one for
no,
just a minute? We got to
to
get to the next
one.
one.
Yeah, because I'm coming right at you on this one.
I'm coming at you.
Hey.
We can come back to it because A got something to do too.
Well, go ahead, hey. What you got to do?
I don't know. Just laugh a little bit.
Well, I was trying to get him to play some like somber like music. Like when we announced that somebody has
play the same thing because I think we may have CL Brown.
Has transitioned.
I think we're going to try to break before CL Brown calls in so we get back.
Come at me.
I'm going to come at you because the other heartburn is damn University of North Carolina Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, it's when I say mediocre,
Oof.
I'm talking about pedestrian.
Yes.
We can't beat Louisville. Louisville's not that good. They had like 8 guys not even playing.
8? Are you sure? Or you just
it could be 12. Hell, who's counting?
He's just frustrated right now.
My point I'm saying is that they are not that good.
No.
Seriously.
New Year, same problems. Nothing changed for us.
I'm saying is that it'd be different. Duke gonna beat us by 100. It'd be different if it's somebody that's I mean, okay, UCLA, we got lucky, whatever, they play well, man, I swear to God, I get that. But Louisville's not that good. CL may not say that because he's working for
He's not going to say that.
For the newspaper up there, but when he called it. But anyway, let's take a quick break. We're going to try to get him on the other side. Yeah, those are my 2 heartburns. We're going to get into Saquon Barkley after CL and all that stuff. But
that's a heartburn, too.
That's a heartburn, too. But don't be coming at Bama. But see, I can't.
We tried to prepare you. That's all I wanted to say. We have tried to prepare you all the way to this point.
We're up against it. What we got? Hell with all that.
You didn't listen to the doctor. He told you.
Good point.
Hey there, Sports Shop listeners. It's time to step up our game for the Durham Public Schools Foundation. We're shining the spotlight on this incredible nonprofit dedicated to ensuring every student in DPS thrives thanks to the power of our united community. You can make a big play by donating or volunteering. Your support is a game changer our students need, helping to provide the resources and opportunities they deserve. Take action today by visiting bullcityschools.org. Whether you're giving a little or giving a lot, signing up to volunteer or spreading the word, you're making a difference. Together we can achieve amazing things for our students. Durham Public Schools Foundation and Sports Shop listeners, let's team up for our kids.
Oh, man, we get back. We're going to go around the ACC with CL and chime in on what happened for basketball and football, actually. The ACC. Do we still have anybody in the ACC playing? Let me tell you what. Anybody in the CLP? I'm just checking. Because, I just...
The power of it's over.
Anyway,
it's over.
We're going to get into that. Plus, we're going to chop it up about the Philadelphia Eagles making a decision with the play Saquon or not. I got my own opinion. I'm pretty sure you do as well. Next on the Sports Shop. Let's go.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities. The Adam Gold Show.
I don't understand why people can't wrap their minds around that the college football universe is going to be vastly different than it's ever been. We might not recognize it based on what happened last year, let alone 5 years ago. What's to say that Bill Belichick won't be the first of many NFL coaches to take over a college program?
The Adam Gold Show, weekdays starting at noon on 99.9 The Fan.
Hi, I'm Earl Reese with the S, here to discuss a topic that literally is near and dear to my heart. About 5 years ago, I underwent heart bypass surgery to remove blockages and improve my overall cardiovascular health. My experience highlights the importance of heart health, and I wanted to list my top 10 steps we can all take to protect our hearts. Number 1, stay active. Number 2, eat a balanced diet. Number 3, quit smoking. Number 4, manage stress. Number 5, monitor your health. Number 6, maintain a healthy weight. Number 7, limit your alcohol intake. Number 8, get enough sleep. Number 9, stay hydrated. Number 10, know the signs: chest pains, shortness of breath, and dizziness, and seek medical attention if you experience any of these symptoms. My personal story is a reminder of the importance of heart health. By taking proactive steps, we can all work towards a healthier heart and a longer, more fulfilling life. Let's go.
No two people learn the exact same way. So how did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you, all of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses Babbel's wordplay videos.
Today I'll share a quick lesson on shopping in French.
Merci beaucoup. Keith is a be in the room with real people kind of learner. So he loves the live online classes with our language experts.
Okay, class. Vos está pronto.
Estamos prontos.
However you learn, Babbel makes it easy. Try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Hi, this is Phil Ford. Did you know that Alsco invented the restaurant uniform rental industry? Alsco offers a wide variety of chefware for any type of restaurant. From fine dining to fast casual, we can outfit your staff in chef coats, cook shirts, and pants. Not only that, but we can clean and press them every week to ensure your staff looks as good as your food. Call 800-408-0208 or visit alsco.com. That is ALSCO.com to learn more.
Stop letting high-interest debt weigh you down. Pay it all off in days thanks to Loan Pronto's new Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Dennis Cox from my friends at Loan Pronto. Imagine a completely hassle-free way to cash out your home equity. No appraisals, no paperwork, no waiting. Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan uses AI-driven tech to get you approved for cash out in as little as 1 day. One client got $100,000 approved in under 24 hours, wiped out their debt, launched a home improvement project, and is now saving over $1,000 a month. Instant approvals, low fixed rates, fast transfers. Get cash to consolidate all your debt and get a fresh start for the new year. Call Loan Pronto now and see how much you qualify for. Imagine this time next week, you could be credit card debt-free. Call 919-381-1760, loanpronto.com. 919-381-1760, loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, on approved credit, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
When it comes to health, we're all on our own journey. Our challenges aren't always visible to those around us. You may be living with aches and pains, fatigue, shortness of breath, or other symptoms that make it difficult to manage everyday life. These problems can be the result of a variety of conditions, including long COVID, which 1 in 5 adults who've had COVID-19 may develop, according to the CDC. When symptoms linger, they could lead to feelings of isolation, but you don't have to go through it alone. For challenges like these, physical therapy is the solution. Physical therapists are the licensed healthcare providers moving you to better health. They can improve your quality of life through hands-on care, patient education, and prescribed movement. No matter where you are on your health journey, your physical therapist and physical therapist assistant can help. When we work together, we feel better together. So choose more movement. Choose better health. Choose physical therapy. Visit ChoosePT.com to find a physical therapist near you or ask your primary care provider for a referral. This message is provided by the American Physical Therapy Association.
Hunger lives in neighborhoods all around us, but it doesn't have to. Together, we can provide 1 billion meals by 2030. Because everyone should be welcome at the table. Learn more at nourishingneighbors.com.
This hour of Buzz Sports Radio is powered by Ritchie Law Firm, Injury Lawyers. Ritchie Law is on top of it. Go to ritchielaw.com.
That's ritchielaw.com.
Reese and Kmac covering sports the way real fans talk about it. The Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio and WRL Sports Plus TV.
We've come too far to give up.
Uh-oh.
Who we are.
Who we are.
So let's raise the bar and our cause.
Gotta get to the good part right here. Let's go.
She's up all night to the sun.
Let's go.
I'm up all night to get some.
Welcome back to the Sports Shop, our first show of the new year. It's going to be live in 25. I'm Darren Reese with an S. The lovely and talented Pam Smith in the building. Good morning, Pam.
Good morning.
8-town pound of glass. What's up, babe?
Good morning.
Oh, man, we rocking. You coming in strong, coming in hot. 919-890-6200. Let's get it on and popping. Man, you know, we ain't talked to this guy since last year.
I know, right?
Been
a long time.
You're going to hear that a lot today. You know, people do that because it's just, you know, it's something fun to do. He knows all things basketball, football, sports in general. I'm real curious. I'm wondering, was he at the game last night? My part of my heart burned when the Hills was up in Louisville.
Right?
He covers the Louisville Cardinals in all sports and basketball in the ACC. Welcome back to the Sports Shop in the new year. C.R. Brown, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Uh-oh.
I had myself on mute. My fault. Happy New Year.
See how you starting off the new year?
Hey, CL, when you asked me, CL said, "Are we doing your hit, or are we off for off until next week?" I said yes to both.
Yes to both. He like, what?
I know. That was kind of confusing. What's up, good brother? How you doing, man?
Good morning.
I'm well. I was at the game last night.
Oh,
I feel like for some reason Howard Cosell popped in my mind when they was playing that Daft Punk, that Get Lucky, and the Howard Cosell voice was like, but it wasn't lucky for the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Not at all.
Hey, but CL, now tell me, I could be just overstating this, and I know you cover it. So, but it's Louisville. They're not. I mean, it's not they're a great team, right? I'm just saying they're okay.
No, they're not a great team, but I think what they do as consistently as anything is they play hard and they stick to their game plan and they keep coming at you. And so, you know, they led Duke for about 3/4 of that game.
That's right.
They played back
I forgot about
on
that.
December 4th, I think it was. And part of that game was they made more threes than they typically have made this season. And it's funny, like last night, the one player on Louisville's team that you can't let shoot threes is Rain Smith. And he was 4 for 10 against Carolina, including what I thought was the dagger three when it was a 4-point game with about 2 minutes left, and he hit a three to bump it up to 7. That's when the air went out to me for Carolina.
So we're talking to C.L. Brown, the Louisville Courier, covers everything, all things football and basketball for the ACC. And C.L., if you knew that, if you knew there's one thing you can't let Louisville do, why the hell? I mean, because I was saying the same thing. He out there for a reason,
right?
I mean, he out there behind the 3-point shot because that's all he got, and he was the left hand shot. If you know that, and I know that, I mean, this Carolina basketball team, which I love, that was a mediocre performance, CL, in my opinion, last night.
It was. It was. Like, you don't have to be your opinion. We all saw the same thing. I think that it seems to me like there just isn't a sense of urgency about this team.
Right.
And I feel like that's been consistent. It's funny, when they played Kansas and lost at Kansas and had the horrible first half but came out just intense and engaged in the second half and rallied and took the lead and everything like that. At that point, I thought the team was going to be okay because look at that second half, what they did. But the pattern has been to continue kind of They come out soft in the first half and then try and make up for it in the second half. And last night was a little different because they didn't fall behind as much as they had in some other games. I think it may have gotten to 10 points once in the first half.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
It was mainly like around 6 for most of the time. But that's not how you have to play, especially in a road game in conference. You have to be the one to take the first punch and bring it, bring that intensity while you're on the road. And I just didn't see that.
Yeah, we are talking to CL Brown with the Louisville Courier. I agree. I think, well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm long overdue the comeback.
Yeah.
Not really giving it y'all in the first half and then coming back. Oh, look how they came back on. You can't do that. Your legs are not even going to continue to do that. So, but what do you think should Coach Davis, what do you think the execution plan should be, CL? After looking at them, I mean, what can we change? What can we do different?
Get some new players.
That's a good question, Pam. I don't know. I think maybe he has to shake something up just within the team to get guys to be more locked in. If that's benching more when mistakes happen, and I don't really know the answer because it's not like I've been encamped with the team and can really dissect it at this point. But because I'm really on the outside looking in. But I do think last night it really hurt when Drake Powell fouled out. Yeah. And, of course, it hurt not having Seth Trimble defensively because he probably would have been on Rain Smith for some of those three-point attempts and probably could have limited him a little bit more than they didn't really have anybody to step forward and do that last night.
Yeah. We're talking to CL Brown of the Louisville Courier. Go ahead, Pamela.
I was going to say, what's the guy's name? I just wanted to shake him. He just had 2 back-to-back errors, really crucial errors.
Jaden Withers, probably?
No. Lubin Allen or something?
Yeah. He just.
Oh, my
God.
God.
Matter of fact, there was 1 point down, and either him or Jaden Withers, one of them had like a little layup and just missed the thing. Then everything went left. But again, we're trying to see Brown Louisville Courier.
I feel like they missed a bunch of bunnies last night.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's a great point. And as a fan, it's just hard. It's a bad watch. It's a hard watch. Just watching basketball in general. RJ, it take him. He got to work hard to get his shots, and he's not playing that well. Didn't play that well last night. If he don't play that well, they're done. They're not gonna be anybody. Anyway, while I got you on, I'm gonna get off Carolina. I'm gonna get your opinion as where you sit. The CLP is going on. I know you had a chance to watch some of it. What's your reaction to what's taking place so far in the college football playoff?
Well, after yesterday, I think it's clear Ohio State is the team to beat.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Coming into it, I wouldn't have said that. But I do feel like they really have to do reseeding because Oregon and Ohio State shouldn't have been a quarterfinal game.
Absolutely.
I thought Ohio State should have been a 3 seed at worst. It should have been Oregon, Georgia for winning the SEC, and then Ohio State. If we're doing it like NCAA basketball tournament, where it's not about if you win your conference, it's about body of work. And I think they were better. And how can you rank Penn State, see them ahead of Ohio State when they beat them head-to-head and they had the same amount of losses?
Right.
Like, it was kind of nonsensical how they did this. But we did get a good game out of, Texas and Arizona State.
Yes.
Even though that seeding is messed up, too. But Arizona State,
was it targeting?
I feel bad for the kicker.
Was it targeting or wasn't targeting?
I don't know.
Come on, CL.
Help us, CL.
Was it?
Listen, they've tweaked the rules so much on that. Like, it feels like it didn't used to be targeting, but the letter of the law now, it was targeting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of those things. And we don't see those plays enough the way it happened last night to where you're really splitting hairs on the rule itself. But yeah, I mean, you can't fault Dillingham for being as aggressive as he was throughout that game. But I come down to the missed field goal at the end of regulation and the 4th and 13 in the first overtime.
You can't do that.
I don't think you blitz. Like, I think you play something a little bit more conservative. 13 yards is a lot.
Man,
that changed it.
Man,
you don't get to him. You see what happens. They didn't
touchdown.
Get to the and he threw it over the top.
Great minds think. Like I sat there and said the same thing. Why are you going blitz? I mean, you play conservative when 4th and 13. Anyway. Hey, CL, man, I appreciate you, man. It's
he's
tough.
Sitting up straight like, CL said what I said?
Yeah, when CL said that I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Straight up in his seat, CL. I don't know if you can see him. I'm good now.
Before I let you go, Duke best team in the ACC. Nothing to see there because they shoulders and heads above everybody else, right?
Above Clemson?
By far, by far the best team in the ACC. I think Pittsburgh might be second.
Ooh.
I love some
see how it plays out. I think Pitt.
Okay.
Clemson probably third.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's just kind of a race.
Yeah, Carolina
number 4.
Carolina number 8, 9, 10, whatever. Anyway, hey brother.
What's the last?
Hang it up, I appreciate you jumping on with us, man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Thanks so much.
Happy New Year to y'all. Be good.
Be good. Talk to you soon.
CL Brown, man.
We love him.
So, let's talk about Saquon Barkley right quick.
Okay.
They said the head coach, Sirianni, went to him and said, hey, you want to play? And he said, yes. He said, well, it's too bad. He said, that's too bad because you're not.
Right. That's crazy.
What is that about, Pam?
I don't know. I guess,
And why the hell you ask the guy whether he wants to play if you already made your mind up?
Because it is the coach's decision. So if he already made it, he shouldn't have asked him. Because now I make you think that, depending on what you say, and then I don't listen to you at all.
Exactly. And what's interesting, again, Saquon Barkley's on the verge. He's 101 yards away from breaking the Eric Dixon record on the most yards in the season. And that's a lot of debate over that, too, because Eric Dixon broke O.J. Simpson. You remember him?
Yes. We do.
Broke his record. And people are like, well, no. The thing is, I just want to say is remind people that O.J. did 2,000 yards in 14 games.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Dixon did 2,100 in 16 games, 2 more games. And now Saquon Barkley can break the 2,100 mark in 18 games. But I think it's based on them carries. I think he has fewer carries or whatever. So, anyway, there's a lot of debate going back and forth for that. But, no. If you're 101 yards away, I'm like, you play in the first half. If you don't get it, then fine. But
so that's what you would do as coach. Just go ahead and help. Because you should want to see him make it as well.
Yeah. Are you sending him out for the playoffs? Hell, he can get hurt his first play of the damn playoffs. You better win the play. If you send him out, you better win the first playoff game, which is going to be a wild card game. And by the way, they may end up playing like Green Bay, which Jordan Love, when he's on, he could be a problem. They may end up playing the Commanders, who just beat them. So you, what are you saving for?
Right. I would love for James to call in and tell us what he thinks on that. But I think it's a catch-22 because I think if he would have done the opposite and he goes out there, he plays him, and he gets hurt, then people like us would be like, we're trying to win the Super Bowl. Why are you worrying about a record? Like, I just think there's no win for the coach there. He's trying to do what's best for the team.
But this is so Philly. First of all, they're not going to win the Super Bowl.
They're going to win the Super Bowl, right?
They may lose the first round of their playoff. We got James already. Now, James. Now, the official decision should be on James.
James, right? That's why I wanted him to call in.
Do you play Saquon? Or do you sit Saquon? What you got, baby?
Hey, Reese, I agree with you 100%. But I agree with you 100%.
Wow. Okay.
What?
You played the Joker. That's the only reason I was going to look at the game. It wasn't no other reason to look at the game.
Right.
If you're going to set the starters, there's no reason for me to look at the game.
Right.
Saquon Barkley is 100 yards away from being their history. Ain't no more 8 people did this, y'all. Ain't no more 8 people did this.
Right.
And one guy, it's been like 40 years of plus since it happened. Come on. Man, hell, 40 years from now. Think about that.
Yeah. And he's 100 yards away. He can get that in the first half. Hey, bro, you got to the first half to get 100 yards. If you don't get 100 yards in the first half, we put in the start.
Right. Exactly.
That's all you got to do. If we trying to make this, people trying to make this like you can't do two things. Oh, if you get hurt, they ain't gonna make it to the Super Bowl. What if we don't make it to the Super Bowl? No.
Anyway.
Thank you. That's my point. So, James, here's my thing. Why even ask Saquon if you already made the decision yourself?
I know.
That's stupid.
That's my whole point about it. The man say, yeah, I want to go. But he got to stop being so humble. See, that Sunday he messed up when he said, hey, ain't worry about breaking it. Now, all of a sudden, you go home and your family get involved in it.
What are you doing?
Your family say, hey, bro, what are you doing? Now, all of a sudden, you come back the next day talking about, yeah, man, I want to go for it. Yeah. So you ought to say that the first day.
There you go.
Because he said he didn't care. He didn't want to put the team at risk.
You got to be
a
lot more decisive than that.
Yeah.
Make a damn decision, man. Come on.
It was 10 minutes left in that game. When they were beating, they were blowing Dallas Cowboys out. It was 10 minutes left in that game in the fourth quarter. Listen, if you know you was finna set your starters for week 18, let them boys go ahead and play out that fourth quarter.
Hey, James.
And see, can they get 100 yards?
You should have sat him against Dallas.
Hey, we're going to leave it right there, brother. We up against, hey, man, Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year, James.
We'll talk to you a little later on. Thank you, man.
Happy New Year. Y'all have a great one.
You too.
Hey, we're gonna rock and roll. We got D Stroke roll up next.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be in studio with us. Let's go.
They
Come on.
should have took the starters out against Dallas.
Listen every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
It's 2025, and everybody's looking for a fresh start with their resolutions. Every team, player, coach, they've got something on a wish list. The Canes, I think they could use a little bit more toughness. The Panthers, clarity on Bryce Young. Is he the guy? Is he not? And every college basketball team wants to be hitting their stride as they hit the ACC schedule.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
This is Kmac. You're tuned into the Sports Shop, where we go beyond the game and delve into the heart of what truly matters. It's time to talk about men's mental health. We're a community with a way of life that brings together family, friends, and fans to discuss the thrill of the big game. But life is about more than just sports. We recognize that every day men engage in various activities that form the fabric of their lives. Whether it's in the barbershop, the salon, or the cigar lounge, these are places where conversations flow freely, friendships are forged, and bonds are strengthened. Today, we want to remind all men out there that it's okay to talk about more than just the game. Your mental health matters. We understand that life can throw curveballs, and sometimes pressure can become overwhelming. It's important to remember that seeking help is a sign of strength and not weakness. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, don't hesitate to reach out. There are resources available to provide support, guidance, and understanding. This is the Sports Shop, reminding you that your mental health is just as important as a game-winning touchdown or shot. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Your mental health matters. Let's go.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings, plus free home delivery with an adjustable base. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
When you take a walk around your neighborhood and notice all the things that make it feel like home, like all the houses lined neatly together in a row, or your neighbor, Miss Rita, who always waves at you when you drive down the street, or that movie theater in the strip mall that might look a little worn down, but has the best popcorn you've ever tasted. One thing might be a little harder to notice, because somewhere tucked in that neat row of houses is hunger. It could be your next door neighbor, or your coworker, or your daughter's friend from school, because over 30 million Americans don't know where their next meal is coming from. Hunger lives in neighborhoods all around us, but it doesn't have to. Together, we can provide 1 billion meals by 2030, because everyone should be welcome at the table. Learn more at nourishingneighbors.com. Let's break the cycle of hunger, together.
Have you ever experienced a wish come true? For a child battling a critical illness, a wish come true can be a turning point. One song, one dance, one game, one adventure, One moment changes everything. Make-A-Wish needs your support to grant the wish of every eligible child. Visit wish.org now to help grant more life-changing wishes. Together, we can transform lives, one wish at a time.
All gas, no brakes. Let's go!
Stay locked on Buzz Sports Radio all season long for exciting Carolina Panthers action. Every regular season Panthers game will be found here. Presented by Carolina Ale House and Forever Clean.
I had been taking probably 800 milligrams of opioids a day, which is an insane amount.
David is in recovery from an addiction to prescription opioids.
Eventually, my whole life began to unravel. I realized that I needed help. And in recovery, I found my purpose. Addiction is a disease of isolation and loneliness. There is a way out. You don't have to do this alone.
If you or someone you know is struggling, there is hope. Recovery is possible. Visit cdc.gov/RX awareness.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie. Getting hurt in a car wreck comes with all kinds of stress and frustration. But when you call me, I'll be on top of all of it. So all you need to worry about is getting better. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I'm on top of it. Contact us at ritchielaw.com.
Your home for Duke basketball. WCMC HD2 HD3 Holly Springs, WDNC AM Durham, and WCLY AM Raleigh. The Buzz.
I'm WRAL meteorologist Anthony Baglione, tracking a cold forecast this morning and a chilly day ahead. We're going to see wake-up temperatures mainly in the 30s across the area with a high of 47 this afternoon. Nothing but sunshine, just a few clouds mixed in for us today, but temps stay even colder as we head through our weekend.
As always, you can visit the Sports Shop website, thesportshopradio.com, to catch up on all things Sports Shop. Help put together by our friends at Creative Allies. Creative Allies believes that everyone deserves great marketing, no matter your budget. The team at Creative Allies can help you with everything digital. That means a logo design or a new website. If you're a small business owner who needs a little help with marketing, you should reach out. Visit creativeallies.com or send an email to marketing@creativeallies.com.
That way, but we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way.
So tell me
why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a
getting in big time on this first day. First show of the year, second day of the new year. It's going to be live in 25. Welcome back to the Sports Shop. I'm Darren Rizzi with an S. Boom, right there. The lovely, talented Pam Smith, the firm's rocking with us.
Boom, just like that.
Just like that. And we're just honored and just blessed.
Yes.
To have my sister here.
Yes.
She's not my sister, but she's my sister in life, if you will. One of the smartest individuals I've ever been around.
Absolutely.
And don't hesitate to call you out if you mess up.
She got something for you today already.
Former athlete, former all things sports, but a professor, academia across the board. So happy to have us in studio, Pam. The lovely and talented Dr. Deborah Stroman.
Yeah.
Dr. Stroman, how you doing?
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm surprised you're not down. Matter of fact, I got people looking for you down in Costa Rica. I got some people down there on holidays. My girl down there holler at us. Now, you may run into us somewhere downtown. Is it a downtown? It's not a downtown.
No, it's not a downtown.
But it seems like there is like some type of common area that
it's
everybody goes
everything.
to.
It's everything. So you fly into the big airport,
right.
San Jose, and then you go left or you go right. I like to go left, as in the Caribbean side,
okay.
where Jamaicans founded. They helped to develop Costa Rica, and so it has that kind of black Caribbean flair.
Okay.
But then if you keep going south on the left side, Caribbean, you could run right into Panama. But right before Panama is an amazing tourist city called Puerto Viejo.
Puerto Viejo.
Yes, and
Never
that's where
heard of that.
everybody wants to go.
Really? That's
and
a
I
hot
live,
spot?
Yes, and I'm
Okay.
right there outside of Puerto Viejo in a small little bedrock
And
community.
they might not, maybe didn't hear that because you were moving a little bit. You said you live.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Ain't mad at it.
Come on, now. That's
Well,
like,
it's some great things going on down there
That,
that I'm happy to be a part of. We're going to be talking about
Yes.
that a little bit too as well, Pamela. Now,
oh, okay. Well, let's talk about it because I'm jealous already.
We're going to get to that. Right now, we're going to go to A-Town. Good morning. Hey, how you doing,
Good
man? Everything's
morning.
good with you?
Doing well, feeling good.
Do we have a poll? The first poll of the year, I guess, huh? What we
First
got?
poll of the year. So the poll question can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the poll question, are the Eagles and Saquon Barkley right not to go after Eric Dickerson's rushing record, yes or no? And it's 50-50 right now.
Well, I got to ask a person that's from Philadelphia, even though she's not a Philadelphia Eagles fan, she's a Minnesota Vikings fan. Should they sit Saquon or should they let Saquon play to break the rushing record? What's your thoughts, Dr. Stroman?
Well, there's no doubt that I am a Philadelphian. Grew up outside of Philadelphia.
Yep.
I love Philadelphia. My personality just shows up as Philadelphian.
Yep.
But I did fall in love with that purple and gold when I was little. Fran Tarkenton, Chuck Foreman. I mean, just everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And but it is home, so I have great love for the Eagles. But if the Eagles play the Vikings, come on, Vikings.
Oh, wow.
Now, I've been watching the Eagles because we got a taste of that championship, run, and we want more Super Bowls. Saquon needs to play.
Thank you.
He needs to
agree.
get his 101 yards, 102.
Yeah.
And he's the type of explosive runner that he can do it. It's not like this is going to be a struggle. He can actually do this.
That's
so
a great
give
point.
him
That's
the
my
ball, let him run, let him get that record.
And my point is nothing guaranteed. I mean, your goal is everybody's goal, all 32 teams, is to make the Super Bowl and all that stuff. But come on now. Seriously, though. I mean, you got outside of 15's team, Kansas City, probably odds that you're not going to get there outside of Kansas. But so this guy has the opportunity to break a record after 40 years. Are you kidding me? Let him cook as opposed to, well, we're going to save him for the playoffs.
Right.
Hell, you may lose the first round of playoffs. So what are you talking about?
And a win for him is a win for the team.
Exactly.
A win for him, he
Right.
couldn't, he probably could. But as a coach, you got him there. You got the team there. So you still get some accolades for that if he wins. It's a win for everybody if he breaks this record
But
when he breaks it.
Think about the strategy.
Yeah.
You go into the game, everybody's watching to see if he's going to get the record. So they are going to be on the line.
Right.
They're going to have 7, 8 because they want to stop the run. So that means the Eagles are going to get like 3 or 4 touchdowns through the air. And it's going to open up.
Right.
Because you don't want the Eagles to keep scoring through the air. So Saquon's going to be able to get his yards pretty quickly.
It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? when you say it, right?
To us, it's not the coach.
But the thing I can't get is Sirianni, he goes and asks Saquon, what do you want to do? Well, I want to play. Well, you're not going to play. So why are you asking that if you got in your mind already what your decision you're going to make based on him playing or not? Why are you asking the question?
Yeah.
Joke. But we want to hear from people, 919-890-6200.
But one other point, think about the offensive line. This is their history.
Yeah.
True.
It's the offensive line. They brought him this far.
Yeah.
And now you're going to take it away from them. It's not just Saquon.
The other flying ointment is this. Well, not a flying ointment. It's important to think about who are they playing on Sunday, Saturday. They playing the Giants. The Giants who didn't want him.
Right.
Oh, my
And let him go.
It's his team.
You gotta let him play. He break his records against his old team.
team.
You gotta let that happen, man. Come on. So there's so many elements to it, but we're gonna find out right now. I think it's what is it right now? What's the tally of the poll?
Right now it's 50-50.
50-50 right now. So there you go.
50-50.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. But man, we're gonna chop a lot up and go again. We got Dr. Deborah Stroman Rocker with us, and there's so much going on. So by the way, you have a good holiday season?
I did. It was
you?
wonderful. And a big shout out to Durham and the Kwanzaa Festival at the Durham Armory yesterday.
Oh, really?
Amazing drummers, dancers,
saw-
the community, the
I saw
love.
that. I saw that
Yes.
on
I heard that was
Facebook.
going
Yeah.
on.
I ended up pulling out the plastic and getting another piece of apparel, but I love the
Okay.
African garb.
Yeah.
So, but it was a great time, great community.
Wow, that's good stuff, man. Yeah, it was a great holiday season. I'm glad everybody made it, and we're live in 25, so that's what we're doing. But did you get a chance to catch a lot of the? What's your opinion about the CFP, the college football playoff so far?
Wow. I'm glad that we do have the expansion, but it is the first year, so they didn't get it right. Now, the key is after this year, will they get it right next year and the year after that? But the seeding is a little shaky.
Yes.
I did pick Penn State early. I thought Penn State is a solid team. I think that they're going to make it to, I don't know, maybe Final Two. I don't know. But I also think that the big game is today.
Yeah.
It's the big game.
Yeah, and that's at 4 o'clock. And unfortunately, by the way, they playing today versus playing yesterday because of the tragic scenario that happened on Bourbon Street. Chime in on that. What's going on in this country and things of that nature.
Tensions are everywhere. And I think there are a lot of disgruntled people, white people, brown people, and black people in terms of what's going on in this country.
Can I say something that's real crazy, though?
Please.
And maybe it's just me. I know this is going to sound real stupid what I'm going to say. But when I saw a picture of him, I was surprised.
Well, you said it. You said it. Yeah.
Come on, somebody.
Yeah.
Was it just me?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
See, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Because we don't do that. I'm not saying, I'm not sure where he's from, but the pictures are a little different than I expected. I put it that way.
Well, we always remember, though, that people can use the pictures to also push something, an agenda. I'm thinking about how O.J. Simpson, on the cover of that magazine, how they darkened the picture to make him look like a dark-skinned Negro, right? So they play with this stuff. But regardless, people are frustrated. People are not sure on their next. A lot of people are unsure about 2025.
Yes.
And there's a lot of frustration. But nothing can explain violence.
That's right.
Especially against innocent people. But we have a lot of mental health issues.
Yeah.
And if we continue to pull away the safety net and helping those who are disturbed, this is where we're going.
I was telling Pam earlier that WRL ran a video of him dressed in a suit and he's pitching something like he's a CEO or some company. And you would have watched that just the 30 seconds. You're like, ain't no way the hell that guy can go get a FedEx 150 and run over 15 people. Well, run over more than that, but kill 15 people. Just think about that.
Yeah. But I was saying you never know what people are going through or in their makeup. We're right here on the air present only the way we want to be present, right? So we only show you what we want you to see. You don't know what's going on in my head, in my mind. And then it can be one trigger. I can go from this CEO to doing something just like that because of my mental health.
How about Luigi, the young man who murdered the United Healthcare executive?
Exactly.
Well, how did the media portray him? Or I shouldn't say the media, the New York police. A light-skinned man. Light-skinned? He's white. He's Italian. But see, so we have to be careful with how the media can manipulate all this.
His family owned like country clubs and stuff like that. It's like, he came from a whole different perspective than we would think.
I used to live in Maryland. I attended that club.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right. Near
Valley.
Near Baltimore, right?
Right outside of Baltimore.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You just never know.
But I was also thinking about New Orleans because I'm on my way there. Black Men's Brain Health.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, the conference.
Yeah.
Hold on that. I want to get you to talk about the exact same thing when we get back on the other side. Hey, Tom, what we got right quick, man, on this unbelievable first day for us back on the air, man. We're so excited to be live in 25. What we got?
Kick off your Saturday mornings with Reese, Kmac, and Pam Thompson-Smith from the Sports Shop crew. They'll be joined by Coach John Montgomery, a football legend with 35 years of experience across the NFL, major colleges, and HBCUs. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern as they dive into the weekend's biggest games. Each week, expect special guests to deliver top-notch insight and analysis. Don't miss out.
Well, we got a special treat for Dishing Up with D. Strode. She's going to be with us the whole hour, Dishing Up with us. We're so excited. We're going to talk about some things she has going on right now, some things come up in the future. We're also going to chime in and get all of us to chime in on, of course, we got the Sugar Bowl coming up. Led by the Ohio State, which looks like the best team out there in the CLP. It's just unbelievable, man. Then we're going to cry about me personally, the Tar Heels and Pam. Maybe in D. Strode too as well. The Tar Heels, I don't know. It's not looking good.
No.
In my Crimson Tide, it's not looking good. It's been a tough couple of days for D.R. Reese. We'll discuss that so much more on the side.
Let's go. The rest of your 25 is better.
Will it be a fade, a trim, a chop, or clean? Time for straight talk that cuts to the issues of importance in the community in the Sports Shop Barber Chair.
Listen every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
It's 2025 and everybody's looking for a fresh start with their resolutions. Every team, player, coach, they've got something on a wish list. The Canes, I think they could use a little bit more toughness. The Panthers, clarity on Bryce Young. Is he the guy? Is he not? And every college basketball team wants to be hitting their stride as they hit the ACC schedule.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
If you are interested in your student and student athlete receiving a scholarship to college, Prime Time Scouting is the company for you. This is Coach Ellis of Prime Time Scouting. We don't sell anything, we offer service. We are looking for those who are looking for us. Guaranteed scholarships with a money-back guarantee. Internships. Relationships with all the divisions, 3, 2, 1, NAIA, HBCUs, and so forth, and also prep schools. Vetting the schools and coaches. Academic aid, discounts on services like training, tutoring, and film, help with the transfer portal, and also it's a lifetime commitment. The Sports Shop, Reese and Kmac, plus Primetime Scouting 55. That is your promo code that lets us know they found you for us. We offer service. We don't sell anything. Let us help you.
Check out Coach Ellis and Primetime Scouting at primetimescouting.com.
Hello, I'm Brian Lane, owner of Sticks and Vines, a wine bar and cigar shop in the South Point area of Durham, North Carolina. Are you looking for a little soul in your wine bar? Do you want to get some local personal service from your cigar shop? Sticks and Vines has you covered. Sticks and Vines is an inviting, diverse, and soulful atmosphere that caters to both experienced and newbies to the wine and cigar communities. Bringing others together is our mission in more ways than one.
Sticks and Vines in the Renaissance Center at South Point in Durham, 6905 Fayetteville Road.
The law offices of Gregory and Noel Williams, PLLC, is here to serve your legal needs in the areas of personal injury, estate planning, civil litigation, and traffic matters. Whether you were injured through no fault of your own in an auto accident, or if you need to complete or update your will, your power of attorney, living will, or trust, or if you're injured through breach of contract, contact GRW Law, where we protect the injured and counsel the uninsured. You can reach us at 919-282-4696, or you can visit us on the web at grw-law.com.
First aid kits should be ready in case of an emergency, but most fall short. Alsco has you covered with one flat rate, never expired, user-friendly first aid system that is ready whenever an emergency strikes. Alsco's representatives check and refill the first aid kit on a regular basis to ensure it is always stocked and ready to go for one flat weekly rate. A first aid kit that has you covered when you need to be covered. Call 1-800-408-0208 or visit alsco.com. Again, that is ALSCO.com. to learn more.
Stop letting high interest debt weigh you down. Pay it all off in days thanks to Loan Pronto's new Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Dennis Cox from my friends at Loan Pronto. Imagine a completely hassle-free way to cash out your home equity. No appraisals, no paperwork, no waiting. Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan uses AI-driven tech to get you approved for cash out in as little as 1 day. One client got $100,000 approved in under 24 hours, wiped out their debt, launched a home improvement project, and is now saving over $1,000 a month. Instant approvals, low fixed rates, fast transfers. Get cash to consolidate all your debt and get a fresh start for the new year. Call Loan Pronto now and see how much you qualify for. Imagine this time next week, you could be credit card debt free. Call 919-381-1760, loanpronto.com. 919-381-1760, loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, on approved credit, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
When students struggle in school because they are hungry
or fall behind because they lack school supplies or clean clothing,
being greeted at the start of every school day by the smile of a caring adult can make all the difference.
Especially someone from the community.
Someone who knows firsthand the obstacles students might be facing
and what it will take to help them thrive.
At Communities in Schools, our site coordinators surround students with a community of support and remain by their side
to ensure that they have everything they need to engage in learning
and succeed in school and in life.
Access to technology, learning materials,
and even one-to-one mentor support.
We are there for them all day, every day. This is what Communities in Schools is all about.
Going all in for kids, in schools, in communities, and beyond.
To learn more, visit communitiesinschools.org. That's communitiesinschools.org.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
That's Alicia, right?
Yeah.
It reminds me of something I'll talk about in a second.
Everything's gonna be alright. No one.
We got these shows bringing it.
I wish I could sing like y'all. I wish.
You don't want to sing like her.
You want to
sing like me.
You want to father
You
me.
want to sing like her.
Well, you two sound so good. You really do.
Thank you. Welcome back to the Sports Shop. Darren Rizzi with an S, rock with his love and talent, Pam Thompson Smith, the firm, and an icon ever since the word. Dr. Devin Strowman rolling with us right here on the first show of 2025. It's going to be live. At 25, of course, we got A-Town behind the glass getting it in. 919-890-6200. And our co-hosts out there out on YouTube, they rolling, Pam. They out of control. Like, you got Hank, you got Randall. Ronald. Man, they are all in, Pam. So, hey.
Kendrick.
We appreciate you guys, of course, rocking with us. And you can rock with us, too. The Sports Shop, Reese Kmac out on YouTube. And, of course, I mean, you can actually chime in and be part of the show as one of our calls, and we love to do that. We have a poll out there. I'm interested to see what the data has changed at A-Town. What's the poll for today and what we got?
So the poll question can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the poll question, are the Eagles and Saquon Barkley right not to go after Eric Dickerson's rushing record, yes or no? And 82% of people are saying no.
Are they right? So that means they don't agree with it then.
So they're saying they should go for it.
Right. Like most people, and you know, James Gerardo, who's a diehard. James, like, they should go for it. And I think that's a good census everybody here is that
Absolutely.
They should go for it. You better win if you don't go for it. Matter of fact, I'm telling you right now, if they mess around and get bouncing like in the first round of the playoffs, after they snap Saquon Barkley trying to get ready for the playoffs, you still don't win a game, his ass gonna get fired. I'm talking about the head coach is gonna be out of there for real.
And he's already got that pressure now.
Yeah.
And maybe that has something to do with his decision.
I don't think they even like it.
Right, you know. And if he does it to help a player get here, and then it doesn't happen, he's going to be ridiculed for that.
But to D. Stroh's
well.
point, though, because the linemen like, let's go.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, let's flip it.
Okay.
Because we all want Saquon to play.
Right.
Now let's think about the reality here.
Yeah.
It's not like he just suits up and runs out on the field on Sunday. He's got to prepare his body all week for the game.
Okay.
And I think that's what they're thinking about, the wear and tear on Saquon. So, again, I don't agree with it. I say you got to work the rest of the week and get ready for Sunday.
Right.
But I'm sure they're looking at all the additional work, the massage, the nutrition, everything that you do to prepare for Sunday's game. So
Right, exactly. Well, again, we're in the middle of the CFB college football playoffs as well as some bowl games. And the bowl games, in my opinion, this year, it really doesn't matter to me unless it's the playoffs. And one reason why it doesn't matter is white, Pam. Why, Pam?
Because
for
you the second time, Michigan has Alabama's number. And Michigan didn't even have their players. I mean, like.
See, Pam, you didn't know that until I told you.
I did know. I watched it. I said, well, they don't even have their players. And they're still beating Alabama, which actually speaks volume to what you can look forward to in this 2025 season coming up. I mean, if they can't even beat Michigan, who is not fully staffed with their recruits.
Yeah.
But remember,
it's gonna be
Pam,
a long year.
We've been saying this all year, and they won't listen.
And the only example I can think of, I feel bad about using because but just forgive me in advance, y'all. But it's just kind of like when the doctor shakes his head and he gives you a certain time. He's preparing the families for what is about to come. Thank you. I've been waiting on that music, and so we've been trying to prepare you and Kmac all season long. The dynasty, the legacy, the standard is over. It left with Nick.
Just stop it. It was leaving as Nick before Nick left.
But see, they call Nick God.
Right.
So what would happen if God left us? Come on now, somebody. So I'm just saying.
Preach.
Okay, give me
We've
that
been
then.
trying to prepare you.
Hey. Sad part about it is what you said. I have no defense.
But you know what?
But you were defending throughout the season.
Yeah, come back. You were defending 2 weeks ago.
Wait a minute. Cut the damn music off. Enough of that. I'm tired of hearing
Thank
that.
you, A.
That was pretty good, by the way. But you know, here's the reality of the situation. You can't be great forever. Right?
Oh God. Here we go.
Talk to me now. You can't be great forever. But I will say this: I was disappointed in Jalen Milroe because I think as he goes, as Alabama goes, and he played terrible. Here's Paul Finebaum. His reaction to Kalen DeBoer's the first season, the season what you guys talked about. Kalen, talk to me. Let's hear from Paul Finebaum on Kalen DeBoer.
It was a mess, and the Alabama fans with whom I've been in contact with since yesterday are hopping mad. A lot of the good that he did early in the season went out the window, and people will talk about is he in trouble? He's not in trouble for his job, Greeny. But let me make it clear: the goodwill is gone for him. He enters a very critical season next year because I firmly believe he's on a scorching hot seat. Doesn't mean he'll get fired, but he's going to undergo a great deal of pressure next year.
Okay.
I agree. He's on the hot seat. So grade him. That's what you do here. Give your coach a grade.
I mean,
you're with the professor.
I mean, first of all, if we don't make playoffs, first of all, no. If we don't win championships, that's not a good season for Alabama because we're so used to winning championships. I give them a C+, B-. Yeah.
B-?
Yeah.
Wow.
C+, B-. That's pretty much the same thing, isn't it? I mean, you're a professor, right? So I mean,
depends on the grade level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elementary school versus college.
What were you guys giving?
Well, the first thing is that Alabama has built a program, wink, wink, bought a program.
Exactly.
That is based on going too deep, right? The starters are good, and then the second team coming in is good, and they can start.
3 deep, 4
okay,
deep,
I'm 3 deep as well.
And that's the difference in the championship.
And so when a coach moves on or the quarterback is not the best, you still should be able to dominate. And what we're saying here, and we've been saying it all season, is that's not happening anymore. So you can't point fingers at one particular person or this particular coach. We thought you had an institution. Institutions don't crumble in one season.
Woo! That's good
first
there.
Of all, first of all,
the caveat that too is the fact that a lot of this with the NIL, it speaks to what you said earlier. They were the ones that were able to pay to be 1, 2, and 3 deep, and now the love is being spread around. People got more money than you, and so the players aren't coming there. So the dynasty, the legacy, the standard,
it's over.
Gone. Accept it.
You guys feel pretty good right now? I mean, you feel good
it's
about
a grieving process, and it's going to take you some time because it's 12 steps to that grievance process.
That's right.
But you'll get there.
You guys feel pretty good now?
Well, the money that the players would receive, a third string, a second string at Alabama, now they can go get that money and go play someplace else and start. They're not going to wait anymore.
Right.
Okay. Well, first of all, if I knew you was going to say this, you wouldn't be sitting there today. I'm just telling you. You keep your ass at home. Pam, y'all like teaming up on me.
When we get together, it's like a dynamic duo.
I don't like that. I don't like that combination. But I will say this, though. There's no surprise that Ohio State is playing one of the best. I mean, has one of the best teams in the CLP because they had the highest amount of dollars in the NIL, $22 million.
It's pay to play now the other way.
Caleb Downs, who was a star player for Alabama, left there. And the only reason he left there because he loved Alabama. He loved Nick Saban. When Nick left and the money came, he went to Ohio State. So I agree with that. Money buys championship, and that's what's going on. But we're going to be okay. I mean, again, we can't be great all the time.
You're not going to be okay.
Okay, well, let's since we're on this topic, let's talk about the damn Tar Heels.
We're not going to be
okay.
Not this year.
Since you coming at me. Hey, you know, it hurt. I love Mr. Tar Heels. So it's kind of like.
I do feel bad
So
for you. I'm
what-
going to
so-
call you throughout the day because both your teams suck.
I know, it's tough.
Well, we talking football or basketball? I'm just saying.
Both sports.
Well,
for
that's
him.
a good point. I'm interested in
Because both require money.
Okay.
And the Tar Heel money is not flowing.
Wait a
They're
minute.
trying to be as creative as possible. But you're going to need a lot of money to pay like
You
Clemson
associate-
plays,
Mhm.
like Georgia pays. It's going to take a lot of money.
Well, it's interesting. They didn't have the money so we can go and get this 7-footer or 16
right.
guy play
the
basketball.
BYU.
But wait, exactly. But watch this though. All of a sudden they increased the NIL with Bill Belichick signed up over there. So talk to me about that. And to talk, give me your input on Belichick coming because I know you're associated with the University of North Carolina, obviously. Give me your feedback on Bill Belichick.
Well, Chapel,
30, 50 million.
yeah,
whatever.
Chapel Bill is real.
Yeah.
I think that the opportunity to secure arguably the greatest football coach in history, you have to do it.
Right.
What it's going to look like in terms of wins and losses, not sure yet. But what we do know, who wins is the media. Because now everybody's talking about it across the globe.
That's right.
Chapel Hill has Bill Belichick. People will come to the games. They want to say, I saw him coach.
Yeah.
So that's good in terms of dollars.
But in terms of winning, though, I mean, he's got a lot of guys in the portal coming to UNC now. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's going to have the talent. But I guess my reaction to what we talked about earlier, they found some money to get Bill to show up and didn't get the NIL going. They just didn't provide that money to Hugh. But I'm telling you.
Well, there's a lot of pieces here. And more often than not, I'm going to lead with racial equity.
Right.
And it's one thing to find $1 million, $5 million for a proven successful older white man than it is to find money and dollars for an unproven rankings, whatever, of a 17 to 18-year-old black young man. And I just said it.
Wow. Well,
There it is.
On that note, we're gonna go to A-Town. A-Town, what we got?
The Hilton Raleigh North Hills Hotel and Convention Complex, located on Wake Forest Road, has an abundance of guest rooms and meeting space. This hotel continues to be a top destination for meetings, conferences, and events. Enjoy live music Wednesday evenings from 7 to 10 p.m. Email yolanda.diaz@hilton.com or call 919-872-2323 and let them know the Sports Shop sent you.
We talked about a lot of topics today, but on the other side, when we get back, we're going to dish it up with yours truly right here.
Yes.
D-Stro, next on the Sports Shop. Let's go.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Listen every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
It's 2025, and everybody's looking for a fresh start with their resolutions. Every team, player, coach, they've got something on a wish list. The Canes, I think they could use a little bit more toughness. The Panthers, clarity on Bryce Young. Is he the guy? Is he not? And every college basketball team wants to be hitting their stride as they hit the ACC schedule.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
To all smokers in the Triangle, this is Stevie from the Cigar Box in Cary. The weather is perfect for sitting outside and smoking a cigar. At the Cigar Box, you can smoke outside, or if you prefer, inside, where you can enjoy our indoor lounge with 5 TVs, fireplace, and bar. No other cigar lounge in the Triangle offers what the Cigar Box does. A full humidor with more choices than you can imagine. A host of accessories that are second to none. The most important thing we have is great staff that know cigars and how best to pair you with what you will enjoy and at your price point. There are not many options in the Triangle when it comes to where you buy or smoke your cigars. However, the Cigar Box is confident that once you have tried us, you will want to come back again and again. After many years in the business, there is one thing I know. Today's cigar smoker can buy their sticks from other shops or even online. But the one thing they can't buy is a great atmosphere and camaraderie. I know the Cigar Box offers all those things, so what are you waiting for? The Cigar Box at the corner of High House and Highway 55. And always remember, keep it lit.
This is Kmac. You're tuned into the Sports Shop, where we go beyond the game and delve into the heart of what truly matters. It's time to talk about men's mental health. We're a community with a way of life that brings together family, friends, and fans to discuss the thrill of the big game. But life is about more than just sports. We recognize that every day men engage in various activities that form the fabric of their lives. Whether it's in the barbershop, the salon, or the cigar lounge, these are places where conversations flow freely, friendships are forged, and bonds are strengthened. Today, we want to remind all men out there that it's okay to talk about more than just a game. Your mental health matters. We understand that life can throw curveballs and sometimes pressure can become overwhelming. It's important to remember that seeking help is a sign of strength and not weakness. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, don't hesitate to reach out. There are resources available to provide support, guidance, and understanding. This is the Sports Shop, reminding you that your mental health is just as important as a game-winning touchdown or shot. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Your mental health matters. Let's go.
Is your business looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further than the Sports Shop Radio Show. Our show is the fastest growing and most active sports talk show on the air today. And advertising with the Sports Shop has the potential to greatly benefit your business. Not only is our show fun, we also cover a wide range of sports topics and have amazing connections with mega sports stars. Plus, we feature cultural references and influences with sound effects and great music from the last 50 years. The Sports Shop Radio Show is designed for anyone who loves sports, and as a business, you can take advantage of this by placing ads on our show to reach a large number of potential customers. Remember, in radio advertising, good ratings and listeners do count. The hosts, Reese and Kmac, along with a wide array of regular and special guests, engage in real talk about real sports for real fans. Reach out today to place your ad with the Sports Shop and take your business to new heights. Email us at info@thesportsshopradio.com or call 919-890-6200.
Adam Gold in studio with my man Sammy Hanna, owner-operator of the Aluminum Company of North Carolina. I tell people this all the time. If I am doing a commercial for somebody, I am vouching for who they are and what they do. You guys do great work, but your customer service stands above all the great work that you do.
Adam, I truly appreciate that testimonial. And yeah, we try to take pride in our customer service and meet and exceed our homeowners' expectations on all their home improvement needs. Obviously, there's many companies out there that do what we do. If you Google home improvements, Raleigh, you're going to get many companies, but you're not going to find too many companies out there that have a 4.9 rating and over 800 Google reviews and over 7,000 Guild quality reviews. It takes a lot of work on our part to make sure we meet and exceed all your expectations on customer service, and we're going to continue to do so because that's why we've been in business since 1961.
I have used the Aluminum Company. I have not heard anyone that had anything but incredible things to say about all of you, and that is amazing. That's a testimony to how you guys do it. Aluminum Company of North Carolina, aluminumcompany.com.
Listen up. It's the fourth quarter. You're almost there. Parents, teachers, counselors, coaches, your boys just turned 18, but they need one more push. Don't let them forget to register with the Selective Service System. It's required by law, and if they don't register, they'll miss out on many important federal benefits. Say it with me. SSS.gov. SSS.gov. Let's get them registered today.
Sports from a fan's perspective and a lot of fun. The Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a million times.
My baby is drama, mama. Don't like me.
Man, welcome back to the Sports Shop. We are getting in. Today is January the 2nd, 2025, and we are live. It's 25, the Sports Shop, Reese Kmac. I'm DR Reese with an S. Stepping into 25, what's the S stand for? Stepping into 25, about that. The loving and talented Pamela Smith rocking with us. Good morning, Pamela.
Good morning.
And of course, we had the icon, Dr. Deborah Stroman, rocking with us. Good morning, D. Stroh in the building.
It's a great morning.
Absolutely.
Yes.
8 time behind the glass. And guess what? We normally do this, and she's on the phone, but she's right here with us right now. It's time for us to dish it up with D. Stroh. Let's go.
From the basketball court at the University of Virginia to the classroom at UNC Chapel Hill, Dr. Deborah Stroman has it all covered. Now this professor and sports business entrepreneur is about to take you to school.
Get your guide hand right.
That's right. Get your guide hand right and follow through, baby.
You probably keep yours up the whole time.
I do, because I know it's going in.
Don't play no defense. Don't even get back on defense.
Don't have to. I'm open. That's why. Anyway. Good morning, D. Stroh. How you doing, my friend?
I am doing wonderful. How are you all?
Oh, man. Thank you for joining us here in studio, by the way. This is a nice pleasure. I mean it seriously. And I'm glad things are going well. Let's get it going right quick.
Well, let's talk about it. There's so much going on, mental, physical, spiritual, social. So let's talk about a little bit of the mental and physical.
Okay.
And there are two things that I want to bring up that I am involved in, both being part of a founding team. First is the Black Men's Brain Health Conference.
Okay.
Which we are in our 4th year now. For those of you who are not familiar with it, it happens every year during Super Bowl week in the Super Bowl city. So we will be journeying to New Orleans.
That's why you're going to New Orleans.
That's right, New Orleans. So I'm excited about that. But I have some stats for everyone,
Okay.
Especially if you don't believe that this really affects you. I'm sure it affects you or someone you know who's close to you.
Right.
4 in 10 Black men aged 20 or older have high blood pressure.
Yeah.
A rate that's 30% higher than white men. Black men are less likely to receive guideline consistent care and be included in research. African Americans tend to be diagnosed at a later stage of Alzheimer's disease. Black men are more likely to receive a misdiagnosis of schizophrenia. And black men's risk of a stroke is twice that of white men.
Interesting.
So what are we going to do about it? It's education and it's also application. And so this conference is about brain health, in particular Alzheimer's, dementia, concussions. And so we are gathering the best and the best of researchers and scientists with community folks. And so it's not officially an academic conference. We have people there who use big words that we don't even know the meaning of. And then we have people there with a hat turned backwards, with jeans, just cutting it from the hood. And so it's an amazing time where we're talking about some of the very, very challenging things that we go through as we age.
Wow.
Again, we talked to Dr. Deborah Stroman during her segment right here in the studio.
Yes.
D. Stroh. So what was the impetus of putting this together? It's based on the data you just shared with us?
Absolutely. So there are a number of people, white, brown, and black, who are concerned about brain health in this country. And Alzheimer's it's not curable yet, but there are things that we can do. There are steps that we can take. One of the lessons that I learned from being a part in this space is learning the importance of community as we age. Now, women, we tend to gather as we get older. We still go to the restroom together, right?
Right.
We
That's
go on
right.
girl trips. We go to the
We never
movies.
understand that at all, but go ahead.
It's the bonding.
Yeah. Connection.
Connections. But with men, they tend to isolate. They might go to the barbershop, once every other week? But other than that, they stay home in the chair, in the man cave. And that is not good for your brain. We have to continue to challenge our brain, to creative, do puzzles, get outside, go hang out with people and talk and dialogue. That helps to keep the brain stronger.
That's interesting. So let me bring up another point relative to that. And is it again the culture that we're in? Because actually, growing up, with older people, men, people like may have some mental challenges or brain challenges. We say, well, they just we just had a connotation associated with that was somewhat negative. So this person's gone mad, or he just got brain not right. So that became part of our culture growing up, and particularly with the older community. So how do we get out of that particular pattern, if you will, given that?
It's 2025. It's a new day. It's a new day for us to start emphasizing our health. And that means what you put into your body, what you put into your mind. We need to have that shift. And it takes each and every one of us to be able to talk to our loved ones, our friends, our family members about we can do better, because the day is going to come when we're not going to be able to run sprints. We're not going to be able to shoot the ball, kick the ball, So we've got to take care of ourselves today. And that means confronting some of your friends. Why are you eating what you're eating? You just had that yesterday. You know it's unhealthy. We're not trying to say take everything out of your diet, but you've got to do the shift. We have to walk more. Nobody's asking you to put on some running shoes and run a marathon.
Right.
But can you walk 3 times a week, right?
Very good.
So we have to do these things. We have to challenge one another.
You hear that, Reese?
Yeah. You hear that, Pam?
Exactly. We're going to start that
we got to start
next
this thing on
week.
Monday.
We're dishing it up with Dr. Stroman, who is actually in the studio with us today. So talk more about, how do you get, so we talk about the brain health in this particular conference, but I actually want to hear how, this is the 4th year, right?
Yes.
And you are at the Super Bowl.
Yes. Thank you for
there
that.
There are so many people that want to have
yeah.
conferences and, but they're not doing it in the city where the Super Bowl is, with the access to the NFL players and just different things like that. So tell us how that came about.
Great point.
And then, some of your guests or speakers that are going to be
Thank
there.
you. So we're very intentional. What do black men do? Well, they do a lot of things. They're brilliant men. I love black men. But we know that a lot of black men love sports and entertainment.
That's right.
So it only made sense that if we were going to reach out to this particular population of black men who are not doing well, in particular with Alzheimer's and brain health, we need to reach them where they are. So we have a partnership with the NFL Alumni Association. So it's a natural fit.
Wow.
So many black men do go to the Super Bowl city.
Yes.
Whether or not they go to the game, that's a whole nother matter, right? It's just like the Super Bowl.
Right.
A lot of people prefer to watch it at home with family and friends.
Yeah.
So we go where they are. And so we've had some amazing speakers from Maurice Clarett, Bucky Brooks, former Tar Heel star, Will Shields, a Hall of Famer, Jonathan Ledbetter, Al Smith. I mean, we've had a number of guys. So we're going to have that great group again. We have active players who come through who haven't made it to the Super Bowl. We have former NFL All-Pro players.
Wow.
We're excited about this year.
This is awesome.
The D Stroll, she got it like that.
That's
but you know
strong.
what? That's really strong. But and it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't really planned this way. But this is a great way to start the year off in terms of the information you're sharing.
Absolutely.
For everybody, particularly the brain health and being prepared. So this is a good way to kick off, keeping it alive in 25. So.
And keeping you alive in 25.
Yes.
That's all.
In person or virtual. In person or virtual. And it is free. It's a free conference. So we're asking everyone to register. Again, whether you have somebody in your family with dementia or not, it's good information to learn. Go to mensbrainhealth.org, mensbrainhealth.org, and sign up, register.
Hey, Kent, post that on all social media, and give it one more time so we get
mensbrainhealth.org.
Wow, that's incredible, man! Wow, at the site of the Super Bowl, and you did it. You said the last 4 years, so that's incredible.
University of Nevada, Las Vegas, UNLV, Arizona State, and we started out at Southern Cal.
Wow. So you're tied to a university? When
Yes,
you did it, so
because of the researchers, the scientists. Okay. So this year we'll be close with Xavier.
There you go.
Xavier of Louisiana. Yeah. Tulane,
that's HBCU
University of
Xavier right there, yeah.
First ever, first timer
Okay.
conference at a HBCU with amazing scientists and
Right.
researchers there. We're excited about it.
I mean, we did. Wow, that's great stuff. Talking to Dr. Stroman on this district of D Stroll. So that's one thing she's doing in course in February. Let's segue into some other exciting things you have going on as well, Dr. Stroman.
So Race Realities is my company, my way to give back in terms of education. But there's also something called doing, right? As my pastor said, you can profess your faith, but what is your practice of your faith?
Come on, somebody.
Yes.
So the practice is to bring men of color, to Costa Rica for a retreat. So we have Race Realities Costa. So May and October of 2025, I'm encouraging men to go to racerealities.com, and check us out. But I have two amazing facilitators, Dr. Sonny Kelly, who many of you might know. He's an amazing Tar Heel professor, artist. He does theatrical work. He does storytelling. Many people might know Dr. Kelly from his very, very popular The Talk, the play that he did, the one-person play. And then Matt Genius, who is a licensed therapist based out of Atlanta, who works with families and couples. And those are my men that lead the sessions. It is men speaking with men. I'm there to coordinate and direct and all of that, but it's men speaking with men. And you all talk about all those things that you need to talk about as a brotherhood, whether it's faith, whether it's finance, whether it's business, entrepreneurship, whether it's your health, all the things that men need. Reset, recharge, reimagine. And so we lead, we liberate, and we love in Costa Rica.
Wow. So Race Reality Costa.
Racerealities.com, but it's called Race Realities Costa.
And it's happening twice?
Yes, I have two sessions this year, May and October of 2025.
Unbelievable. So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you about the other thing you talked about. What prompted you to put this together? Did anything happen? Was it a conversation? Was it a moment that said, I think I need to do this and have men come together to talk about that?
That's a great question. And the first thing that came to my mind is my steps have been ordered. My steps have been ordered.
Walking in purpose.
Yes, walking in purpose. And so being an athlete my entire life, I've spent a lot of time with men. and very, very close friends. And I've learned and I've listened, and I just feel that there are a lot of men that are struggling, a lot of men that are struggling, whether it's the young people trying to figure out their identity, whether it's the older ones who've had success or maybe not had success, but they haven't found their purpose yet, and they're spinning, you know, and it comes out sideways, right? It affects their relationships with their women, with their buddies.
That's right.
It affects them financially. Do I have enough to even retire? How am I going to take care of my kids, my grandchildren, right? What about my faith walk? I haven't gone to church in years. I don't know about that church. You know, so many people in there are just gossipers, and the pastor's sleeping with such and such. So they're struggling.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to come together with another group and to be open, be vulnerable, be able to share in a very, very brave space. And I just feel my steps have been ordered, and one thing turned into another. And next, you know, I said, you know what? I want to do retreats, and I want to do them for men of color.
Well, you're a very
awesome
special
work.
person. I mean,
That's impactful work.
Impactful. I mean, legacy kind of work, and that's. So tell people how they can get involved again.
Yes, racerealities.com. I've made the retreats very, very affordable. I just love the buzz. I love the interest. In fact, I'm really, really happy. The first person that signed up for the May retreat is a brother out of Oakland, California. He mentors young men of color, and so he wants to come and get filled. Because as successful as we are, as we've achieved certain things, we can always learn. I'm a lifelong learner in this space, and I'm glad to see that this is a conference. This is a retreat for men who lead. It's not for the guy it's for everyone. But you don't have to be in your darkest place right now. You can be on top of the world right now, but yet you still need leadership skills.
Right.
You still need to lean on others. You still need to be recharged.
So, what's the place you said is right near Panel?
Puerto Viejo.
Yeah, so
The retreat.
Viejo.
Yeah, Puerto Viejo.
Wow.
The retreat is at the Goddess Garden in Coweta.
Kawita.
Drop those names on us. We got to
can't
start
even say
Googling those.
them.
I can't even say it.
I want to see them, though. I tell you that.
And the weather is probably great year round down there, huh?
When you're in Costa Rica, it doesn't matter if it's raining or it's sunshine. It's
You're in
still
Costa Rica.
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yes,
Okay.
it's beautiful always.
Oh, man.
You know, with this climate change, we just don't know. I've been down there so many times, and people say, oh, it's rainy season. I didn't see one drop of rain. And then when I go, it's like, well, it's not supposed to rain. And then there's rain. It is the rainforest, and so we're hopeful for rain. But there are times when you go and you expect rain and there isn't any.
Wow.
But sometimes think about Florida. You get those afternoon
Yeah,
showers,
that's
All the
you
time,
know,
yeah,
and then the
quick,
sun is
yeah.
so powerful, so strong, you know, it evaporates or whatever, and everybody goes about their business.
Sounds like a place you should be, Reese.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the conference.
A-Town, of course, me and a lot of people, we all need to be there.
Yes.
A-Town, give us an update quickly on the poll we had right with the Saquon Barkley and the crazy stuff going on in Philadelphia right quick. What we got?
So the poll question can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the poll question, are the Eagles and Saquon Barkley right not to go after Eric Dickerson's rushing record, yes or no? And 82% of people are saying no, they should go for it.
Okay, people making sense. Hey, Dr. Storm, we have a lot of people chiming in on everything you just said. They was talking about, well, first of all, Sakai was like you said, you had good form when you're shooting your jump shots. We're coming off the break right there. And they said it's great information, great discussion, communication, community is always key. They talked about, so people are embracing, obviously, what you're talking about, and that's a good thing. So go out and sign up and be part of it. It's good. So we got a few minutes left. Here, Pam, what we got? What's on your mind?
Well, I think just once again, we talked about it in the beginning, and so there are people that came on a little bit late, and they're talking about what happened in New Orleans, and we talked about that when we kicked off the show, and we have the people that lost their lives. You know, we pray for their families, and just overall, everything that's happening there.
And let's talk about this a little bit again. The GM for the New Orleans Saints commented on what's going on down in New Orleans. Let's hear from Darren Rizzi, who is the GM for the Saints. Let's see what he had to say about what happened yesterday.
Today is obviously a very somber day in our community. I want to send out my personal, heartfelt condolences, thoughts, prayers to all the victims in the senseless shooting and attack early this morning in the French Quarter. You know, it goes without saying this is senseless. It's hard to understand, and it's really hard to comprehend why these things keep happening in our country.
Yeah, so
That's right.
yeah, it's. I mean, you wake up New Year's Day, that's the first thing you got to deal with. And first thing I thought about was, okay, you have a lot of Georgia Bulldog fans down in there. You have a lot of Notre Dame fans down there. I got some friends like G. Allen and all the people. I said, I wonder, was he down there? Something.
Right,
I'm just
you're worried about the people.
I'm thinking about the people that you know that may be part of that community down there. And, it's just something that's really sad to think about, D.
I'm disappointed that so many people ask, why is this happening? It's clear. Our history, our country is not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's almost like we shouldn't even be surprised. And not that we should be paralyzed or immobilized, that we can't do anything about it. We can take action. We have to be able to have the tools and the resources to recognize when someone isn't acting, that they're not acting like themselves.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then we have to have the courage to be able to say, we need to talk about this, or we need to get you therapy, or we need to take you to the doctor.
That's right. Thank you.
For the Sports Shop family, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
First day of the show, man. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you do what she asks you to do. She can change your life.
Tonight's forecast calls for Hurricanes hockey.
Natchez heads up. Back to Orlov. He scores! A 1-2 punch from Dmitry Orlov. It's 3-2 on Orlov, second of the game.
Storm Watch with Adam Gold at 6:30. Puck drop at 7.
Back to Slavin. He shot right on. Rebounds out in front. Chance up front. They score! Here come the Hats!
On your exclusive home for the Carolina Hurricanes. 99.9 The Fan.